baby bump. Hey guys, it's Timotha, indie artist, songwriter, producer, wife, and soon to be a mom, bringing you the best tips, DIY, how-tos in music, beauty, health, and wellness. So let's dive right in. Tip number 3, power up with a highly concentrated dose of greens. How do we do this? Well, get a nice dose of greens early on in your day to jumpstart your day. Really important for your body system, great for the baby, great sources of actually folic acid in greens, of iron in greens, calcium. So many different things that we need are in greens, like kale and spinach and things like that. So what I have been doing recently is making green smoothies. All I do is take distilled water, again that's my go-to, instead of using tap water because you just don't know what kind of toxins are in there. So I use distilled water, and then I use frozen bananas, and then I use power greens. I get them at Costco. They have the big bag, and you just I take handfuls of power greens and put that in there also. Basically, I just mix that up. And the bananas, it sounds like, when I told my husband, "Ooh, green smoothies," he's like, "Ugh." But I'm like, they are delicious. You know, me and my parents, we love them. It's something that I really love. So green smoothies are delicious, and they're a great way to kind of have a treat and feel like you're kind of getting like a little dessert, because the banana makes it really sweet, but then the greens are so good for you and the baby. Another way to power up on a high dose of concentrated greens is through just the green powder juice. I use wheatgrass juice, but it'll be the powdered or dehydrated wheatgrass. So that's one way to be able to get a high dose without having to freshly juice, which I do that too, but some days you don't have time to do that. So I might do wheatgrass juice, or I might just get at Whole Foods, I think it's Garden of Life is the brand. I can link it down below, but they have great green powder juice. Powdered green juice is a great way to get a high dose of greens, and you just mix it with water. You can shake it up and just down it and really get a nice dose of greens. Of course, you can also do the traditional juicing, which I did a lot in my first trimester. I would actually juice, and so I would take fresh bushels of kale, make sure that they were really washed well. I would take cucumber and celery. Parsley is a good thing to put in there. I would take a little bit of ginger, and then I would also sometimes do fresh romaine lettuce leaves and juice all of that, and it just be greens. Now, if you want that to be sweet, you can put in a green apple. You know, put in one or two apples in there also to make it sweet, or carrots. For me, I just did the greens because it's like trying to cut down on even juiced sugar, even though it's natural sugar and high, it's fructose, you know, so I just kind of cut that out. But when I would make it for my husband, I had to put that apple in because he was not trying to have that. And another good thing, if you're making fresh green juice, is add a little bit of lemon juice, because the vitamin C in the lemon juice, or if you do lime juice, helps you to extract the iron out of the greens. It helps your body better to be able to absorb it when you mix that iron that's in the actual greens with vitamin C. So that's a great tip right there. I switched to the powdered juice when I'm here in Minneapolis right now. I live in LA, but I'm in Minneapolis I'm doing a show. I'm doing Sister Act the musical, and I switched to the powdered juice because I don't have my simple juicer here. Great juicer that I use is the Hamilton Beach juicer, and I use that. But the one thing you want to make sure when you use that is that when you do juice, there's still a lot of pulp in it. So I'll take a real small fine strainer, like the strainer that you can put tea in, those types of things. I actually pour the juice through a very fine strainer, and you'll see a lot of pulp is in there. So the main reason why you're juicing is because you want the nutrients to go directly into your system without your digestive system really having to work. But when there's pulp in it and the fiber from the vegetables or the fruit, it's making your digestive system have to actually go into action in a different way instead of the nutrients going directly into the bloodstream, which is why you want to juice in the first place. So make sure if you do have a juicer like a Hamilton Beach or the less expensive juicers, that you are straining the juice before you actually drink it, so that you're actually getting all the benefits of what it means to actually juice. My mom, and one day, let me write in the comments below if you want to know more about this juicer, the Norwalk juicer. Some of you who are really deep into like holistic foods and healing will probably know about this juicer. It's the Cadillac of juicers. You get the pulp from the fruit and vegetables first, and then you put it in a special cloth, and then you press it. It's like 2 stages of juicing to really get the most high quality juice. And so the Norwalk juicer, I can do a review on that if you'd like. But my mom actually used that to, she did a natural therapy to heal her kidneys and reverse her autoimmune disease, lupus, and she needed a very high quality juicer. So I don't use her juicer because a lot of times she's using the juicer when I would use it. Plus that juicer is really, like I said, it has 2 steps. It's not as quick as my juicer. So she's making her carrot apple juice. I'm making my green juice, but I'm making it with the powdered juice as opposed to back home in LA when I just use my Hamilton Beach. It's not a Norwalk, but it gets the job done. So let me know if you want to know more about the Norwalk juicer and just more about the therapy that my mom did and what she used to improve her kidney function. Let me know if you want to know more about that because I would love to share it with you. Just write in the comments below.